Welcome, welcome. Thank you for coming and joining me today. I'm going to get right to the point. I left off. I think I had been over to the family member's house for dinner, and I was saying how uncomfortable everything was. But now I'm going to tell a part that ties in with my experience. At the time that I got a divorce, I went to stay with a family member until my place was ready. And because we had time to talk, we were talking, and I told her about my experience. I just needed to let someone know, and plus I needed to talk to someone that I feel that would have been supportive to me and not judgmental. Because I had waited for a while to share it with anyone. I shared it with this family member before I even shared it with the perpetrator's wife. And to my surprise, she told me that a story about the experience she had with the perpetrator. She told me that years ago she had been out of high school, decided not to go to college at that time, which later on she has her PhD now. But anyway, I just want to throw that in. Smart girl. But anyway, she was working at a job, and her fiance usually picks her up from work. Well, for whatever reason, I think he was going to get off late from his job, so he couldn't pick her up. So a few people were at a family member's house, and he was included. Now, mind you, this happened before the incident with me. Years before. I would say, oh gosh, maybe 4 years or so. I haven't really calculated, but let's just say 4 years this has happened. So he went to pick her up from her job, and on the way home, he goes another route. And this route is the old part of town. So he pulls off into a dirt road. And she said he starts pulling on her, trying to snatch her skirt off or pull it up or what have you, and violate her. Well, she says she's kicking and screaming and hitting and punching and doing whatever she needed to do, like most of us would. Whatever was going on, she got away from him. And I've always thought about that now. She got away from him, and obviously he was stronger. I got away from him, and obviously he was stronger. I want to say that God helped us with some kind of supernatural strength. I don't know. All I know that we fought him off, and we were able to get away from him. So I thank God for that. But back to the story. She got away from him, and the place where she was, from the place that she was supposed to go back, where her fiance was, where everybody was there at the house, she ran. She said she was so scared. She had that adrenaline. She ran all the way there. She said when she got to the destination, she just fell into the door from exhaustion, from running all that way and trying to explain to the family members what was going on. She told me everybody was just excited. What happened? What's going on? Well, she told me that the perpetrator was there by that time. Her fiance, I don't know whether he was there, but he came shortly. I didn't get that from him. But anyway, as she was telling the story, her fiance went back to the house and got a gun. He comes back, and you know what he was going to do, because this particular person don't play. He's never done anything like that, but somebody try to rape your fiance, there are going to be consequences and repercussions, or repercussions and consequences. It's going to be some mess. So anyway, she says that the perpetrator's wife is screaming and crying, "Don't kill him, don't kill him, I love him." Now somebody tried to rape this young woman, and you worried about him. Okay, all right, we'll leave that alone for now. So anyway, that's as much as she told me, which is a lot. And like I said, I didn't know this information. I didn't know that this had happened to her, because if I had known that, which was afterwards, years afterwards, I don't even know, 4 years, 5 years, I don't know, I would not have gone to the house where he was to visit the perpetrator's wife. I wouldn't have done that. Nobody told me. There were people in the home there when that incident happened that could have said, you don't want to go there. Nobody told me. Nobody protected me. Bottom line. That's the part that hurts. That what happened to me didn't have to happen. But I am glad that the rape for this family member and the rape, attempted rape for me, I'm glad that none of it happened. That by the grace of God, he was stopped. Now mind you, don't believe that we were the only two. I've never believed that we were the only two that he tried this with. And maybe in the back of his mind, maybe he didn't fight as hard because he probably would have had to kill me. Because if it had went through, mind you, if people was hurt behind it, they would have been hurt, because I would have sang like a canary. I believe that there has to be women out there that he has done this to and succeeded. It doesn't make sense. A person does not wake up one morning and say, you know what, I'm gonna rape this person. I'm gonna rape this person, and that's it. I've never raped anyone before, but after I do this, I'm not raping nobody else. Okay, that's suspect. So anyway, I just want to tell anybody, no matter what age you are, I just want to tell you, if this happens to you, and I'm talking to teenagers now, tell somebody. Tell your parents. If you're scared to tell your parents, tell a trusted adult, a counselor that you can trust at school, and see how you can work out to get your truth out. Don't hold it in like I do. You need to work through this so this won't be a stigma through your life, and make you make decisions on relationship based on what happened to you. Don't do that. Tell someone. To older women, report it to the police. Do what you can, because people like this perpetrator has to be stopped. I don't know what he would have done to me or this other person if it had succeeded. Would he have done us harm so we couldn't talk? Is that why he tried to get me to drink the highball so I couldn't remember? Or I couldn't fight back, knowing the incident that happened years before, that she was able to remember everything, and so, he wanted to give me alcohol so my mind would be fuzzy, or I would be blacked out. Because mind you, I was only 15, had never tasted alcohol. So a lot of things, I shudder to think what really he would have done to me if or the other person, if it had been a success, if he really raped us like he intended. So that's I don't know, food for thought, I guess. But thank you again for tuning in. I'm not going to say I'm not going to bring this up. If there's comments in the comment section that want me to elaborate or have questions, go ahead and leave your comments. I'm not going to be hush hush. I'm not going to go around just blurting it out, just as a topic of conversation. But if it comes up that I need to tell this story again, I'm going to tell it. No more secrets and no more lies. I'm delivered from this because I said so and my Father says so. So you guys, click the like button, make a comment, subscribe to my channel, and hit the notification bell so you can get other things. Now, this is a party killer. This conversation, it's rough. So I'll be bringing you videos that are fun. I have some things in mind. I love to go to karaoke, so that, and some very good singers where I go, and not so much with others. But I'll be bringing you interesting things, but maybe not as deep as this subject. So until then, have a great day and may God bless. Thank you, everyone.